The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Blasted as he lets it go.
Entering
It's
play
in,
fourth
complete.
there. You have 9
Down
options.
stop,
Cover
and the
3 is
turnover
selected.
on downs. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. To the air on 1st down. He makes the catch, but the officials right
Entering
on
play
top
call,
of it, signaling out
46
of bounds.
blitz.
Out routes are timing routes, and the QB's got to throw that before the receiver gets out of his break. He was a little bit late, and as a result, it's incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Quick strike complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game,
Entering
but
play
they've got
call,
it 1st and goal.
formation, nickel.
Man, this quarterback is
double
having a
bracket,
first half.
cover
He's
3
over
catch.
200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
He'll set up to throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada.
Entering play, safe man left.
And I just love
Low
the
block
execution
left.
by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the
Entering
momentum,
play
keep putting
call,
up numbers.
special teams.
About
You
to
have
kick it
7
off after
options.
punching it
5
in for the
fork
touchdown.
return left is selected.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more
Entering
dynamic,
play
but they
call,
get him on the
coach
ground at the
suggestions.
20.
There are 8
Colorado
categories.
has the
You
ball
have
back, and the
15
Buffaloes
options.
hoping to put their
Pod
team in
WR
prime
is selected.
position on offense. Throws to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect
Entering play
downfield,
call,
looking for
coach
a big-time
suggestions.
play.
There are 8
After that
categories.
last
You have
incompletion,
15
here's 2nd and 10
options.
from their
Slash
own
scene is
20.
selected.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Fires deep on the run. And it falls in,
Entering
complete.
HD,
But it could have been much,
player,
much worse as
Shitter
the defender was
Sanders,
right there.
formation,
Yeah, and I
pistol,
like the shot,
full
the
house,
aggressive play
TR
down the field. And we
slants,
like throwing those jump balls
TR
up to my
switch.
receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it slips through his
Entering
fingers,
the
incomplete.
I'll
That
go.
would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Takes a hit as he fires.
Entering
Incomplete
14
pass, and the
concept,
defense comes
Zone
up
Blitz
big, and
3G,
they take
Zone
over.
Blitz 3G,
Nevada
there are 10
takes over as the
categories.
offense
You have
returns to the
24
field.
options.
Guys,
Sandwich
it's
free
been
is
an
selected.
entertaining first half, and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way,
Entering
Jesse,
play
to
call,
end this
Zone
first half.
Blitz 3G.
Yeah, you'd love to take
there
that
are 10
momentum into the second
categories.
half.
You
And
have
listen, this
24
offense
options.
practices 2
Sandwich
minutes
free is
every
selected.
single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
He is down
Entering
at the
play,
1.
Sam
A
Crash free.
terrific run after the throw and catch. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Entering play call, Zone Blitz 3G.
Nevada
there are 10
comes to the line on
categories. You
1st
have
and
20.
goal.
Give cushion.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Powers forward. That's what you expect from a senior.
Entering
Don't
play
give them
call,
any
Zone
extra
Blitz
yards.
3G.
Great
There are
tackle
10
there.
categories. You have
Offense
24
trying to pay it
options.
off on
Sandwich
2nd
free
and
is
goal.
selected. Give cushion.
Tries again to get it in. And he has had a
Entering
long
play
day at the
call,
office,
Zone
not
Blitz
to mention
3G.
the
There are
backfield
10
as the defense
categories.
has
You
been
have 24
all
options.
over him.
Sandwich free
And
is
it's
selected.
3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
Entering
And
play
now the
call,
lead is
special
extended a
teams.
little
You have 7 options.
So they get the
5
late field
fork,
goal right before
return
the half,
left
and
is
not much
selected.
time after this kickoff for an answer. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. These two defenses have really been up to the task so far, and it's hard to ignore how each of these two secondaries have impacted things. They've stayed true to their assignments, covering each receiver like a blanket. And you know what else they've done? They've wrapped up and tackled. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
Thanks for that
Entering play
breakdown,
call,
Kevin.
special teams. You have 7 options. 5, 4, 2. Return left is selected.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that
Entering
kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
RPO peak, Podoggle
And the
post,
Colorado
RPO
offense
hands,
is coming
player,
back onto the
Shedder
field.
Sand, Travis
I imagine
Hunter,
we'll see them go right
formation,
back to work up
wall,
top after how
unbalanced,
productive that
pass
passing
double,
game was in the
jet
first
sweep.
half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the
Formation,
defense
single
and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the
Conrad
football,
Real,
but
AHD
we're winning.
switch.
I don't know that this
Conrad
defense
Real.
changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The delay
Entering
of
play
game
call,
pushes the
to
offense back.
Podrag, AHD bench. AHD Podrag wheel.
First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep. And it slips through his
Entering
fingers,
play call,
incomplete.
deuce
That would
blue,
have been a
formation,
huge
goal
gain if he
line,
could have
Hail
squeezed
Mary,
it.
Hail Mary.
I know you want to go to
Special
this
team,
guy because he's
field
made
goal,
so
from
many
the
plays for you,
single
but when
pass,
he's
deuce
doubled,
blue,
surely
AHD
somebody
stretch.
else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchup somewhere else.
Entering
And it
play
goes
call,
through his
deuce
hands.
blues.
Oh, he
You
had
have
an
18
explosive
options.
player
Pass
right
stretch
there
shot
for
is
the
selected.
taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the
Entering
sack,
the punts,
all
all
the way
go.
back at the 5.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. Holding
Entering play
penalties,
call,
the
special
ultimate
teams.
drive
You have
killer.
3
We'll see if
options.
it costs
Punt
this
left is
offense
selected.
here. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. He'll call for the fair catch here.
Entering play call, man blitz. There are 10 categories. You
On
have
first
40
down, here
options.
comes this
Old
offense.
fireman is selected.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Entering play call, coach
This offense looked
suggestions. There are
unstoppable in
6
the first half,
categories.
lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these.
Entering play call,
And these decisions
special
to go
teams.
through, you
You have
see
7
more and more of it
options.
throughout a
5,
game,
4, 2.
chasing points.
Return left
And
is
then in the
selected.
end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle
Entering
by the
play,
coverage team,
Gabriel.
and they stop him at the 21. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And he was hit just as he was
Entering
releasing the pass, and
flat,
it falls to the
RPO
ground
peak slant.
incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable.
And the quarterback caught up to
Entering
and
play,
sacked
I'll go,
at the
I'll
12.
go.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the...
Lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big
Entering
play, and
the
that brings
punch,
up a
I'll go.
4th down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
There are 6. Entering pause screen, you have 14 options. Resume is selected.